guys, today I am going to be doing another kind of sit down chatty video. We're going to discuss a couple of things. I've been having some requests from you guys asking me to do a video talking about what is happening with the Lush kitchen, which I am going to do that in this video. But before I start with that, I just wanted to talk about a couple of other things Lush related first. I did notice that they are, and I will share a link as well with you guys so you can see what I'm seeing, but Lush Cosmetics made a YouTube video of their catalog, their latest catalog for winter of this year, and they have a thing on here that says that for the Gorilla perfumes, there's going to be exclusive fragrances and candles available online on the Lush Canadian site, as well as the Lush Herald Square shop in New York City, beginning in October, so this month. I thought that was really awesome. We had heard about the possibility of candles, and it seems like that's actually happening. I've never actually purchased from the Lush Canadian site, so I am not sure how that's going to be. I'm not super close to New York City, but if I gotta go there to get me a Lush candle, I totally will. So I'll just hop on a bus and take a trip to Herald Square in New York City to get myself a Lush candle. So I wanted to let you guys know about that as well. And this is kind of funny and kind of goes along with, you know, everything that I'm going to be discussing today. Oops, my dog wants down. So So I was looking on the Lush website, the US site, and I was looking at the jelly bath bombs, and you guys all know, if you have seen my jelly bath bomb demos, how some of them were kind of like failed, where the jelly itself didn't really properly dissolve in the bath bomb. And when I was looking on the website under the how to use the jelly bath bombs, I quote, this is what Lush says on how to use a jelly bath bomb. Put your jelly bomb into the tub and help it dissolve by holding it under the running water, swirling it around in the tub, or playing with it as it slowly fizzes. Okay, so they're acknowledging the fact that their jelly bath bombs don't dissolve properly and that you're supposed to put them under the tap water. Like that's not how bath bombs are supposed to work. I mean, that's how bubble bars work. And as far as playing with it, that is a horrible idea. We all know, everyone who's ever used a bath bomb, if you play with it while it's fizzing, there is a high likelihood of it staining your fingers. My curtain is kind of coming open a little bit there. Just stay like that. Okay. So yeah, there's a high likelihood that your fingers are going to get stained if you play with your bath bomb. So I think those are two not very good suggestions on their part, but you know, whatever, float your boat really. But anyway, the main reason that I wanted to do this video was to talk about like what is happening with the Lush kitchen. Let's take a moment to take a drink because I got a lot to say. Like my mug. Isn't that so cute? It's a little fox. I got it at Pier 1 if anyone's interested in knowing. Okay, so there was like this huge hype. Lush was putting out these videos of like these weird like messages of things like, you know, how we need to talk and stuff like that. I don't know. If you guys have been following, you know, understand like there was some hype happening, but we didn't know what was going on. So they did a live feed, the Lush kitchen did a live feed about some things that are changing as far as the kitchen goes. It was not informative at all, like at all. But there I think are some good things that might come out of this. So I don't want to completely just be like, oh my god, this is complete crap. Because really, like, a part of me is upset, but a part of me is a little glad as well. So let's talk about the aspects of the kitchen that I did not like. The kitchen has been around for 3 years, so it's still still, you know, it was kind of a fairly new still concept, but before the kitchen was ever came around, there was a section on the Lush site, and this was on the North America site as well. They had a retro section where they sold older product that you couldn't buy anymore, and that stuff was up for a rather long time until like they sold out, but they had a lot of it. So when the kitchen came along, it kind of became like this exclusive thing, you know, like you had to be available to get the stuff like right when it was released or you weren't getting it. So you kind of felt a little special when you did get your hands on something that was really hard to get. So like, you know, it had that air about it as far as like the exclusivity of it. But having to get up, I'm on the East Coast, so for me, I would have to get up at 3 o'clock in the morning to place my order if I wanted something. So if it was a work night and I had to be up like a couple hours after that, like me falling back asleep was pretty well impossible. So getting up at 3 o'clock in the morning sucked majorly. So I did not like that aspect of it, and I'm thankful I'm no longer going to have to do that because it was a pain in the butt. Two, the second reason was because it was such a pain in the butt, like if you weren't up at the butt crack of dawn, well, it wasn't even the butt crack of dawn yet, it was still pitch dark outside, it was still nighttime, you weren't getting the products that you wanted. So if you had been pining over, you know, a product forever and, you know, couldn't get your hands on one and you weren't up and they sold out before you got a chance, nope, you were just not getting one. So I am not going to miss that aspect whatsoever. And also the other thing was, like, they would have like 2 products each day for the entire week. So if you wanted something on Monday, you wanted one thing from Tuesday, you wanted one thing for each day of the week, that was all those separate orders every single day that you would have to pay shipping charges on. So that was really like a money racket right there as far as like waste of packaging materials for one, which I never understood because Lush is just a very like environmentally friendly company. So for the fact that they would like do stuff like that and like waste so much like packaging material and stuff like that, I was kind of like mind boggled by that. So since that is leaving, I am perfectly okay with that too, because we're not having to pay shipping charges every single day of the week if we just want one thing. Because not only does that go into like shipping charges, but you know, the carbon fiber footprint on that, like as far as like the people, down to like the people making it, so like the gas that it takes, the airplanes and or the boats or wherever it's coming in on, like it's insane really, like how much has really was going into each week the orders of having, you know, to order every week if you wanted something. So I'm not going to miss that aspect either. I did look forward to the menus each week. Kind of gave you an idea of like what you wanted. Like, oh, this is a really great menu this week. Or you know what? Nothing really interests me. I'm not placing an order this week. So that was nice as well. Now, as far as the chat went and what they were saying, they said the kitchen was just going to be changing, is how they put it. The way they talk, the kitchen just has become too small for their needs, and they're just expanding out into like the other areas of the manufacturing parts of Lush itself. So I understand that, but at the same time, I'm kind of thinking maybe it just isn't as profitable for them right now, which I can also understand. I feel like they have been making not the best business decisions lately as far as like the jelly bombs. I think didn't really go over as well as they expected. The whole naked thing, I don't think really is as popular as they were hoping either. But this is just my thoughts. I don't know. But I definitely think that they needed some changes, though I feel like some of the changes that they're making weren't like necessarily the best ones. Like they discontinued products that I feel like didn't really need to be discontinued because they were popular products. So like I said, I don't feel like they were making the best decisions, but I'm hoping whatever these changes are going to amount to is going to be for the best. Now, I think it would be nice if they brought back the retro section. A lot of people seem to be hinting towards that. I've been reading like the Reddit forum and stuff like that of people, you know, just like what's going on really. And a lot of people have been thinking like maybe that's what they're going to do, bring back the retro section, which I'd be alright with. I don't see a problem with it. People are worried that like they're not going to have the exclusives out, like as many exclusives as like say, you know, the menus when they did it for the Lush kitchen. But they said that they're going to communicate with us when they, you know, bring out the exclusives. So it's not like something's going to show up on their website and they're not going to inform us. They said that they're going to communicate with us, so we should know when they put them up. But they don't seem to know when they're going to put them up, how often they're going to put them up, or anything like that. So just the live feed in general and everything really, just it doesn't seem like anyone really knows, or maybe they do know but they're just not telling us everything, which if that's the case, they shouldn't have told us anything at all other than, you know, maybe, you know, they did not bring out a menu for this week because there's not going to be a kitchen per se anymore. It's going to be an exclusive section, I think they call it. They said the Lush kitchen section is going to be called like exclusives or something like that. So, but we just don't know how often or anything really. We're still all kind of in the dark and just speculating right now, and that's just kind of like what I'm doing as well. But I know a lot of people are like really upset by this. And a lot of people seem to be really upset by the fact that they're not doing the Polaroids anymore. If you purchase from the kitchen, you would always get these little paper Polaroid pictures of like whoever was making your product. They were just like fun little things. A lot of people collected them. I personally just always threw mine into the recycle bin. I did not collect them at all. I kind of thought they were just a waste of paper as well, but I mean, I understand they were like a fun collective kind of thing for some people, but I'm not upset by that either. They said they were going to make one last one, and I think it has like a gold border. They showed like a picture of it, but I think it's going to cost money. They were always typically free, but I think this last one is actually gonna cost. I don't know for sure though, like don't quote me on that, but I feel like it might cost a little something. I don't know. That's not really gonna upset me either. So really, like, as far as, you know, how I feel, I'm not gonna miss getting up early. I'm not gonna miss like having to refresh my phone every 5 seconds and then have the product be completely out of stock like the moment my refresh button popped back on. Like, that was so like, and we've all felt it. Like, we get up so early to get something and we didn't get it. But the way they talk with the exclusives, they're going to make more of the product so we all have a chance to get it. And I just feel like it'll be more of a relaxing experience, not so stressful, because it was definitely stressful times some days trying to get like the really popular products, and there were a lot of things that I missed out on because I just wasn't quick enough with my finger like when I was purchasing. So, but yeah, I don't know. You guys will have to let me know down below all your feelings towards this. If you're upset, if you're excited to see what's coming, or just, you know, however you feel, I want to hear about it because I'm still kind of just torn. A part of me is a little upset, but the other part is like, well, you know, what are you gonna do? Like, you know, it's not like Lush is going away or anything like that. It just might be, it might be a little harder to get a hold of some of the products that they no longer make. But, you know, they said they're still listening to our suggestions and stuff like that. So, you know, if there's something we really want, we're just to let them know so that maybe it will, you know, pop up as far as when they do put up the exclusives, it might show up in there. But anyway, I think that's all I really wanted to cover. Just, you know, what I think about it all and what's really been going on. So we shall just have to see how it goes, where it leads, what's going on. Like, since they weren't really too informative with their video, you know, maybe as the days progress, we'll find out more, we'll learn more, and it'll all start to make a little more sense than what it does now, because right now it's kind of confusing as to what they're doing exactly. So, but anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like I said, let me know down below your thoughts, your feelings. Just share them, vent them out. Let me know. Just, yes. I need another sip of tea. Okay, well, I think that's all off my chest. Is that all I wanted to talk about? I think that's everything. But anyway, I don't know, is that everything? I always feel like I'm like forgetting something or I'm missing something. Was there anything else? One other thing that I did want to talk about is, like, I was really hoping for like a retro Halloween or even Christmas stuff from the kitchen. Just some of the older things, like the Boo Bath Melt from last year. I wanted to see him. The Autumn Leaf Bath Bomb, which was super popular, which I'm upset that they didn't bring that back. I was hoping to see those in the kitchen here soon. So since there's not going to be a kitchen, I still hope that maybe they bring those out as maybe their first exclusives list or something. Maybe be like retro Halloween since it's coming up. That would be a very good start on their part. I think so. So anyway, that's everything. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you next time.